Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Star Wars Expanded Universe. Now read by Disney, or Lucasfilm, whichever way you slice it. Legends. I'm about to be heading to work, so I don't have much time. Still getting over my cold, but I finally reached the Clone Wars Adventure Comics. Now, Matt Wilkins will tell you to read it all just together. It's fine. That's probably the sane thing to do. But I'm insane, so I'm going to do things as I can try in chronological order, as best I know how. So, starting with, I don't really have any spoilers for this, you don't worry about that. I'm just going to kind of summarize, because they're little short adventures. Clone Wars Adventures, Volume 4, Another Fine Mess. It's just a little adventure. I don't have anything to say about it. Then we go to Rogues Gallery, Volume 3. This is basically just a little training mission of Grievous versus Dirge and Ventress. It's kind of awesome. Graduation Day, Volume 10. There are Padawan children on this planet, and they do stuff. It's whatever. Then, not the comics, but the actual 2003 micro series. We go to episode 12 and 13. Now, I know on Disney Plus, or wherever you usually find it, there's volume 1 and 2, or it's just a collection of all the episodes together. So, if you don't have them individually, episodes 12 to 13 are basically the part in volume 1 where Mace Windu is kicking butt, and it's just Mace Windu for that section. You know the one I'm talking about on Dantooine? That's the one you'd be reading there. Okay? And then we have the Clone Wars photo comic. I don't have anything to say. I just wanted to mention it. It's basically just season 1 of the Clone Wars micro series, except in comic book format. That's all. Then we would watch episodes 1 to 4, which is just the first 10 minutes of volume 1 on Disney Plus of the micro series. And that's, the whole battle on Moonalist. Moonalist, the moon planet. Skip the Mon Calamari episode. Then you'd skip all the way ahead to episode 8 to 10. Again, in the volume 1 section, it is, because it's just one hour long thing. It's basically the Dirge versus Obi-Wan section of the show. Then you would skip ahead again to episode 17 and 19. This is also in volume 1 on Disney Plus, and is the entire Anakin versus Ventress plot. It's continuing off of the Moonalist plot, so I figured it's just better to do all the Moonalist stuff together instead of switching back and forth between different stories. So 1719, that's Anakin versus Ventress. Very, very epic section of that. Then we have episode 20. This is near the end of the volume 1 on Disney Plus, which is just Grievous being a total epic guy for 10 minutes. It's awesome. Then we get to episode 21. This is just the very end of volume 1 before you go on to volume 2 on Disney Plus. Is Anakin's knighting and the Jedi escaping General Grievous. So here's the big thing with this. The Clone Wars is very on when Anakin actually gets knighted. It's not exactly contradictory, but there's no set in stone thing with that. This is the 03's version of Anakin being knighted. So take it or leave it. It's really cool. There's some good moments between Anakin and Obi-Wan where Anakin's like, "You're no Qui-Gon Jinn," and then Obi-Wan's like, it's just a good dramatic moment between them. Going back to the Clone Wars comics, we have the Clone Wars Adventure Comics Volume 1, Blind Force. This is weird. It's just another adventure with Anakin and Obi-Wan. Nothing special to really add. Anakin has the braid, so you could technically read this before the micro series, but at the same time, as we'll see in future stories, he has the braid, but he has R2-D2. And he only gets R2-D2 after becoming knighted because that's Padme's gift to him. So it's all kind of very confusing. I forgot episode 10, Anakin in space. So basically just the whole section where Anakin is in space and then chases Ventress around in the spaceship, leading into fighting Ventress. Sorry about that. That was earlier. Adventures Volume 1, Heavy Metal Jedi. It's just Mace kicking butt some more. That's about it. Adventures Volume 2, Skywalkers. This is what I mentioned with the confusing part, because this is the story with Anakin and Obi-Wan just doing another mission, but he has R2 with him, but he still kind of acts like he's a Padawan, and he has the braid again, so it's just the art style, but it is what it is. You could read it before, you could read it after, but probably read it after because he has R2D2, which is specifically only after I think he gets knighted. So I'm just going to put that here and hope all is for the best. Adventures, Volume 2, Run, Mace, Run. Run, Mace runs fast. That's the tale. Then we head over to Visionaries, Star Wars Visionaries, Deep Forest. This basically just explains what was up with Kashyyyk. So Kashyyyk wanted to remain neutral, and then frickin' the Separatists kill the king or whatever of Kashyyyk's son, and he's like, no, frick you, I'm siding with the Republic. And that's about that. Adventures Volume 8, Versus. I really don't have anything to say about it, but that's chronologically where it goes next. Old Scores Volume 8 of the Clone Wars Adventures. This is just Luminary beating up a bunch of dudes in arena against a Hutt, and Barriss is there. That is the plot. One of a Kind, Volume 8. We meet an albino Zeltron, and Obi-Wan fights her. And that is about it. Very short. Not too much to say there. They're all fine. They're fun little adventures. They're not like the greatest storytelling you're ever going to see. But I do like the art style. It's very much, it's purposely in the style of Genndy Tartakovsky's micro series. And there's a lot of fun little stories in there. If you're a sane person, you could just be like Matt Wilkins and read them all in one sitting. But if you're a freak like me, you're going to try to fit that all chronologically. And it's all really a big hassle, but I'm trying my best. So we'll see what this journey continues to bring us. But up next, we have the first novel, I think, chronologically, adult novel in the Clone Wars timeline, which is, at least in my timeline, Republic Commando by Karen Travis. Till next time, guys, may the Force be with you.